Hello, and thanks for tuning in. My name is Alicia Pate, and I want to show you today a little bit about my journey in the makerspace. We've always had lasers. I'm going on 6 years of being a laser connoisseur, running my business. I've got 8 lasers in my shop. But recently, we kind of are dipping over into the CNC space. And so we acquired a new commercial CNC recently, and I want to show you our experience with the delivery, the unpacking, and our first job that we did on it. So, still newbies and rookies, so give us a little bit of a break, but I wanted to show you our experience. So, sit back and enjoy it. All right, here we are at delivery day. They were making a run down to Texas with several machines, so we were one of what was on this truck. This thing is big, don't underestimate it. One learning was that one side is heavier than the other, so I should have picked up from the other side. Ours was the second from the back, and in our house, I'm the tractor jockey, so I got the honors. This is a 58 horsepower Kubota, and it was really at its max. I probably should have had a bigger forklift out here. I could move it up and down, but not much of the hydraulics with the tilting angles once I had the full lift. I had three people guiding me on where to be. I had about 2 inches from the machine that was with the black tarp, so it was a little bit tricky. Safety always first. Move slow. I sure the heck didn't want to drop this. All right, after a few more adjustments, we were ready to do the lift. The plan was to lift it up, pull it back, and then the trailer would go in reverse to get out of the way. That was going to give us a straight shot into the shop. I had the guys do one more final check to make sure I didn't hit anything. It's always nice to have multiple spotters. One little flaw here, I probably should have had a little bit more air in my front tires. Made a difference. Special call out to Reagan filming. I think she was saying, "Oh my God, y'all are going to drop it." Here we go. This is probably my most nervous lift on this tractor. At this time, I couldn't tilt, so I just had to go all the way back. Fun experience, but I'd only want to do it once. Again, as I told you before, see on that back side, it's got that higher point. That was the heaviest part of the load. So if I'd have done this again or been smarter, I should have taken it from the other side. When we moved it into the shop, we came around that other side. And it's down. We got this thing unpacked and unwrapped, and man, was I shocked at how big it is. Beautiful machine. Everything was wrapped well, held down tight with straps, very solid in shipping. Heavy-duty shrink wrap was around it as well. Again, see how that big higher point, that's the point you need to come in with your lift. Now we had to unpack it and get it moved in. Now the fun part begins. Getting the machine through the door, off the crate, and all set up. Again, you notice I've changed the angle from when I picked this thing up because it was heavier on that side. James, the plan that we took here is we followed someone else's online's recommendation to cut that center vein out of that crate, and then we would lift each side to remove the bottom part. Wasn't as easy as we thought, but definitely doable with the right tools. To get this thing off the pallet, we used a 4x4 and a jack. Underneath the table on both sides, there's a point where you could put this piece of wood and it would carry the load without damaging the table. You see in this picture that we had some wheels underneath the table wheels. That's not needed. We were just looking at some old videos where people were doing that to move it into place. So we ordered them ahead of time, thinking we needed to do that. And then we thought, this is stupid. It's got wheels. So you don't need that. Once we got it off and moved around to the place where it was going to sit, we could really step around and look at it and see how big it was. This thing's a monster. You need about at least 6 feet in distance on each side. If you notice on the left side there, that's the Howdy dust collector. For those of you that have them, you know how big they are. This monster made it look like a tiny pup. With everything installed, James installed the vacuum pump also. It was time to connect it, turn it on, and start playing around with it. More so than anything was just moving the parts around, getting used to the controller, see how the rollers work. Kind of a first-time user deal. Man, were we impressed. I didn't really want to get it dirty. It's a beautiful machine. The fit and finish on it, they did a great job. Welds look great. Paint looks great. Very pleased with this unit. You can hear it spinning up for the first time. It was running what James told me was called a ghost job. No bit, but it spins around like it's simulating a job. Really cool watching it. We were in awe. All right, a little bit different angle just to show you how the vacuum system is set up. It's a nice big tube that goes over the top, connects to the Howdy dust collector. First job to do is to level out that wasteboard. It was fun to see this go. Here we are about to run our first job. I think it was a buffalo that James was running. Getting everything zeroed out. The controller here is really cool. So you put all your files on a thumb drive and run your jobs from this controller. Here we go. This is cedar from our land and James's first job. I still need to show him how to not turn the camera that way, so excuse that. This thing made short order of this job, and we are still running in rookie mode, so I'm sure we could speed things up. We took off the vacuum hose so you could see the cut. As we progressed through our learning, we started doing some different jobs, but let me show you. That's that buffalo right there. Pretty cool. I think that's about 2 inches thick. I'm going to go ahead and show you a few more of the other projects. These are really our first 3 or 4. The next thing James started doing was more like the valley tray. This is one that we did that was of a folded flag. It's not perfect, but it was just us starting getting our feet wet and doing some cutouts and then some deep removal. You can see I'm integrating some leather with laser here. Makes a nice little valley tray. It was really real close to Valentine's Day, so once I saw he made that tray, I was like, okay, I need some with double hearts that I can throw in a few things and get up on my page for sale. So what you see here is a double heart that he made, and then I lasered the leather, cut it with a laser, glued it in, engraved the back with our product name, not product name, but our logo. and put these babies up for sale on Etsy. So within a couple weeks of getting this machine, we were able to get product up, selling it, customizing it, having fun and learning along the way. Our last few projects has really been integrating the 3D carving in. That's been really fun to watch James do. This is an eagle head. We did several buffalo. We did a frog. But it just shows the detail that these machines can do. I think one of the best pieces that he's done is this cowboy riding. This was really awesome. It did the frame, the inside work. Really impressive machine. So we still have a lot to learn, but I'm just giving you an idea of some products that you can make with this machine and being a newbie at it and get running. So in summary, I guess what I want to say is that this tool is awesome for us and it's going to be a great addition to our shop. And for somebody who's coming from kind of zero background on CNC, we were able to get up and running in a week or two and making some cool things and products for our shop. I'm super excited about how I can integrate the CNC products into my laser space and combine those two tools and make something really neat, as you saw with some of the examples in the presentation. So anyway, just want to give a shout out to Phantom CNC for being such a great supportive on any support calls that we needed just as newbies when we couldn't figure something out. Fit and finish of the machine is was beyond impressive, and I think it came to us in less than 2 weeks. So nice quality machine, great company to work with. Phantom CNC. This is the SCV44 model. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, Alicia Pate, here at the Laser Lounge. And thank you, everyone. Have a great day.